All right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH Bahashem, YAHAWASHI Bahashem, Rechakodash, and double honors to my apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, who taught me this truth, right, through the spirit and power of Yahawashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, Rechakodash, Brakatham. All right, and our salutations as always to the Sequanian Wa'akim across the four corners of the earth that's teaching this truth and sincerity, faith, and honesty. All right, and Shalom Wabatham, Lahabachayim, Shal Yasha'Allah, which is peace and love to the elect of Israel, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians scattered abroad the four corners of the earth. All right, today is Monday, July 15th, 2019. All right, the year of Karagma, as you can see. All right, it's 4 o'clock, almost 5 o'clock in the morning. On the brother Kwame Ashala. All right, back with another lesson. All right, standing upon the watchtower, being a watchman. All right, and as you can see from the New York Post, all right, NewYorkPost.com, by Lee Brown. This was updated July 14th, so this was yesterday, 11 o'clock at night. And as you can see, all right, pretty much I'm gonna go ahead and let the article do all the talking, man. All right, because this is what we've been warning you people about. All right, for years, man. Elder Pastor Hart, all right, been warning you people, all right, of the upcoming RFID chip, which is a mark of the beast, all right, being mandatory and global. All right, and this is what's going on, man. And you Americans, so-called Americans, have no clue what is going on, man. It's time for you Jakes to wake up, man. All right. YAHAWASHI MILLSTONE Brakatham to the Akim. All right, so it says Swedish people are getting chip implants to replace cash, credit cards. Right now, years ago, all right, you had thousands of people getting chip implants in Sweden. But now, all right, it's becoming a so-called trend, all right, to get rid of cash and to get rid of credit cards. And this is what we've been telling you people, man, because this will come to America. All right, it's just being tested, all right, on a worldwide scale, all right, before it becomes mandatory. All right, and matter of fact, before I actually read this article, all right, let's hear about a guy by the name of Aaron Russo. All right, because I believe they took him out. All right, and this was 8 years ago. So I'm gonna just play just a little bit of this, and just pretty much for those that don't know, who Aaron Russo is, he was a movie producer. All right, and he was a friend of the Rockefellers, all right, the banking families, and pretty much he wasn't with it, man. So let's go ahead and hear what he got to say real quick.
The ultimate goal that these people have in mind is the goal to create a one-world government.
Yeah, and the goal that he's talking about of these people is the elites, so-called elites, man. All right, your banking families, man, the Bilderbergs, all right, the DuPont, Gettys, Oppenheimers, Rothschilds, Rockefeller, so forth and so on, man. All right, the ones that you don't see that run everything, man. All right, who controls the media, all right, and everything, man. All right, from the military to your banks, all right, and so forth and so on, man. And they're pushing this global depopulation, all right. The Georgia Godstones, brothers familiar with that, all right, to depopulate, keep the minimum, keep the people under, I think it's, damn, I forgot how many, 5 million? I forgot how many people, 500 million, I think, which is 7.8 billion people on the planet Earth, right?
Run by the banking industry, run by the bankers, and they're doing it in sections. The European currency, the euro, and the European Constitution is one part of it. Now they're trying to do it in America with the North American Union, right? And they want to create a new currency called the Amero, right? And the whole agenda is to create a one-world government where everybody has an RFID chip implanted in them. All money is to be in those chips, right? There'll be no more cash. And this is giving me straight from Rockefeller himself. This is what they want to accomplish. And all money will be in your chips. And so instead of having cash, anytime you have money in your chip, they can take out whatever they want to take out whenever they want to. If they say you owe us this much money in taxes, they just deduct it out of your chip digitally.
Total control.
Total control. And if you're like me or you, and you're protesting what they're doing, they can just turn off your chip. And you have nothing. You can't buy food. You can't do anything. It's total control of the people.
And that chip's connected to a database that has your purchasing records, what you do,
everything. Everything is in there, you know? And so they want a one-world government controlled by them, everybody being chipped, all your money in those chips, and they control the chips, and they control people, and you become a slave. You become a serf to these people. That's their goal. That's their intentions.
You be specific about.
All right, so I'm not finna play the whole 8 minutes. All right, you heard him say you become a slave. All right, that's what it is, man. All right, that's what it is. All right, go ahead and let this play real quick. Cut the volume off.
Are remarkable, miraculous even, but they can't do everything unless we give them a little high-tech help.
When children see the movie The Matrix and they see Neo jacking an electrode and all of a sudden becoming a kung fu master, the first question they ask is, how can I get one? Well, this does not yet exist, but it's actually physically possible.
The key to transforming learning from an organic process to a machine-like downloading of information is a squiggly bit of brain known as the hippocampus.
The hippocampus is the gateway to memories. Short-term memories are stored right here in the prefrontal cortex, but eventually they have to be transferred to long-term memories, and that's where the hippocampus comes in.
This part of the brain doesn't store the memories, but it does the appropriate conversion.
At the University of Southern California, bioengineer Ted Berger has already proven that a computer chip can replace or enhance brain function.
Right now, what our prosthesis does is to convert a code that's kind of in the middle of the hippocampus to what would be the output of the hippocampus.
They've been able to take mice and access the electrical signals coursing through the hippocampus and record them. And then when they shot the message back into the hippocampus, the mouse remembered the task.
We found that we can not only restore long-term memories, we can enhance the animal's ability to remember. You could think about using devices like this to greatly enhance human memory and to shorten the cycle for learning in terms of downloading huge quantities of memory at a single time.
Chips that augment our hippocampus could very well help us learn faster. So will that make them a must-have for competitive parents?
At that point, it could create an arms race in elementary school. Rumors go out that, well, Jones's kid, he's been enhanced, and our Johnny has to compete with this enhanced kid.
The reality is that with these kinds of technologies, they do not get distributed to everyone at the same time. Some people get it first, some people get it better.
As a society, we have to really think long and hard about who gets this. If it's just the wealthy, that there are real dangers that they will use it to consolidate their power and their wealth.
Yep, so there you have it, man. Technology and humans are Esau Edom's plan to have masses of you people chipped to record, track, monitor, all right, your every step, your every movement, man. And these are the things that are happening today. All right, this article was just published yesterday concerning the RFID chip implants. All right, and I'm watching Apostles and Elders of Great Millstone right now when they went out, and like Elder Apostle Ramlab said, these things have to come, man. These things have to come. It's written. All right, so it says Swedish people are getting chip implants to replace cash, credit cards. A man receiving his implant chip in Stockholm, Sweden. All right, because this will be mandatory here in Babylon the Great, which is America, man. All right. I'm not gonna make this too long. Let's see. Get right to the point. Let's see. All right, yeah. So just read this right here. Thousands of people in Sweden are having futuristic microchips implanted into their skin to carry out everyday activities and replace credit cards and cash. More than 4,000 people have already had the sci-fi-like chips about the size of a grain of rice inserted into their hands, with the pioneers predicting millions will soon join them as they hope to take it global. You see, it's very. I'm gonna skip past that. Like glorified smartwatches, the chips help Swedes monitor their health, monitoring your health, and even replace key cards to allow them to enter offices and buildings. They have particularly caught on, however, by enabling owners to pay in stores with a simple swipe of the hand. A big deal in a forward-looking country that is moving towards eliminating cash, right? Because ultimately there's going to be a global reset, and Esau Edom is going to push this RFID chip, man, with everything he got, because he knows that he has a short time. And majority of you people that so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, you trust in Egypt, man. You trust in oppression. You're going to be the first ones to take this chip, man. All right. Isaiah 30:2. I'm going to start from 1. It says, woe to the rebellious children, as you so-called Negroes, Latino, Native American Indians, the true Hebrew Israelites, man. The biblical Hebrew Israelites scattered across the four corners of the earth. Saith YAHAWASHI, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, right, the modern day Egypt, spiritually Sodom and Egypt is Babylon the Great, all right, which is America, man, all right, the great confusion, man, okay, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, who is the modern day Pharaoh. Modern day Pharaoh would be the president of the United States today, which would be Donald Trump, which ultimately would just be Esau Edom, period, man. His whole system, all right, his image, all right, and you people are going to trust in the shadow of Egypt so much that you're actually going to take this RFID chip, man. You see? Verse 3, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. So there it is, man. Because what happened to Pharaoh, all right, in the time of our departure, the first exodus from Egypt, man, he was shameful, man. The Lord, he was full of shame. The Lord embarrassed him, man, and showed him that he lift up and bringeth down low, man. He is the Almighty YAHAWASHI, all right, and life and death is in his hands, man, all right. And trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. That's right. Because our people love confusion, man. They love being oppressed. All right, so now I'm going to jump down to the point, verse 12. It says, wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, all right, that'll be Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, through his only begotten Son, because ye despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon. Our people trust in oppression. All right, they trust in oppression, man. Okay, and what they're going to take that RFID chip, man. You know, and you can expect more articles as the day gets closer to it becoming mandatory, all right, to where thousands of people here in the United States, but millions of people, all right, it's going to be a trend, all right, and then soon it'll be mandatory, man. Revelations 13:16, and he causeth all, both small and great, that he is Esau Edom, the elites, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand. And what did that article say? All right. The article said people were receiving a chip in their hand, thousands of people, man. Or in their foreheads. And what was that video that we were just watching? Okay. Chip implants in the brain. They say it's to bring back memory, but it's not. It's a track. All right. Monitor, man. Okay. Because the scripture say he want to be as God. All right. Verse 17, and that no man might buy, there it is, getting rid of cash, getting rid of credit, or sell, save he that have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his image. I'm sorry, or the number of his name, all right, which is 666, man. All right, 666, the number of a man. All right, Esau Edom, all right, is planning on bringing his chip in full effect. All right, and you people trusting that, so I'm going to go ahead and close out on this. All right, because it's evident, man. And us being a watchman, we're supposed to warn you people from the Most High. YAHAWASHI, the judgment that's at hand. All right. Verse Isaiah 36:6. Lo, thou trusteth, there it is again, trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. Okay? So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. So there it is, man. All right? It's evident, all right, that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast. All right? Okay, and like I said, man, Esau Edom is getting ready to push this chip in America, man. All right? Esau Edom is getting ready to push this chip on a large scale, man. All right? It's going to take one event, all right, to shut down the economy. And that's why you had power outage in New York. These are all test runs before that great dark day, as it is written, a day of trouble, Jacob's trouble. All right, so with that, like I say, straight to the point. All right, like I say, man, this is getting ready to go down, man. All we waiting on is the RFID chip to be mandatory in the mark of the beast in this Third World War. All right, so like in this Third World War, all right, two major prophecies that's going to usher in the destruction, all right, and the return of Yahawashi Mashiach. So with that, Lord's word is edifying. Till next time, I say shalom.